If you read Page Six regularly, you probably know about the amfAR Gala that takes place in Cannes after the famed film festival in May. But there was another one actually in Palm Beach that was just as starry.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody, this was a big event. It pulled out, everybody from like billionaires, socialites, celebrities. But our spies, me and Ian both had a couple different sources on this. And the big talk of the room was Bettina Anderson, the socialite who's now dating Don Jr. They were there together doing some PDA.
Right, and now we had reported and had some exclusive details that Don Jr.'s ex, Vanessa Trump, is dating Tiger Woods.
Yes.
And they live nearby. And now we've also reported that Don Jr. broke up with his former fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle, who's
still
now
not in Greece.
Not in Greece, but is the ambassador to Greece, headed to Greece. I actually wrote about her. She was at a different Palm Beach gala. But so Don Jr.'s moved on with Bettina Anderson, this Palm Beach socialite. What were people saying about them at this amfAR charity gala?
So I guess that they were, I think it was worded by the source as discreetly kissing.
Oh, yeah.
Which, yeah, I thought was a funny way to put it. They were hugging, they were dancing. I guess that people were just sort of like whispering about them throughout the night. People were saying that the President Donald Trump does approve of this new relationship, and she's been hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, and he took her to the inauguration, so they've been around. But this was such a high-profile event, and they walked the carpet.
Right, and we've reported previously that because of Donald Trump and Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, which was always like a hotbed for, socialites and the upper crust, has had this sort of like Trump bump. There's been like a bump in real estate there, and it's become like a place to be. Was anyone else notable there?
Yeah, so Ricky Martin performed.
Oh, cool.
Which is very cool.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart was honored with an award, and her auction item, I'm told, went for the highest amount for $120,000. You could go and get a tour of her Bedford Farms estate in upstate.
You can't sleep over.
No, she's not going to let you do that.
That's
but yeah. So one other interesting thing about Martha. So this event, which was at this billionaire finance guy, he's the CEO of Citadel.
Right.
His name's Ken Griffin. The event was sponsored by Graf, which is like the super high, like very, very luxury jewelry brand. So a lot of the women were wearing these borrowed jewels. And as people might know from like the Oscars or things like that, when the celebrities or whoever's borrowing, socialites, have these expensive jewels, they will send bodyguards along with them to like make sure they don't get burgled or attacked mugged on the main beaches of sands of amfAR.
Right.
So there was a lot of security in the event. One of the sources I talked to was like, Bettina and Don Jr. might have had Secret Service, but it was very hard to tell because there was event security and also the security for the jewelry. And then another source that I talked to was like, no, I think that the people standing near them were actually from Martha Stewart because she was wearing like a big diamond necklace and all of these other jewels. So there was, but I'm told it was still low key. So people noticed, but it was low key.
Right. It was a low key and well guarded affair.
Yes. Well, you got the big scoop on the after party.
Oh yeah, the after party was apparently at a place called the Carriage House, which is like a newish private club in Palm Beach where memberships are currently going for $400,000. And our sources said that Brett Ratner was seen at the after party. It's unclear if he was at the gala. He didn't get back to us, but he's of course been around Palm Beach because he's directing this Melania Trump documentary for Amazon, for which she got a reported $40 million. So she can afford the membership.
This is his first foray back into the cinema world since I think 2017.
Right. He was embroiled in some scandal. He filed a defamation suit. There was a suit against him that got dismissed, and now I guess this is his first step back behind the camera that we know of. For everything Palm Beach society, you can check out page6.com or pick up a copy of the newspaper.